everybody, it's week 11 of Summer CSA and we have a really big box for everybody this week. Everyone's getting 3 heirloom tomatoes. There'll be various shapes, sizes, and varieties. These are gonna do best if you let them ripen on your counter. If they're full ripe and you're not ready to eat them, I would stick them in your fridge, but not for too long. They only want to be in your fridge for maybe a day, but they're going to be best if you eat them as soon as they're ripe. It's peak tomato season, so get ready to eat lots of tomatoes this weekend next. If you don't want to cook with them, I love just eating them raw. Have some mozzarella and salt and you're good to go. We have more zucchini this week. Everyone's getting a mixed green and yellow zucchini. Throw these in your pasta. We have red onions this week. These are fresh from the field, so they're not cured. They're gonna do best in your fridge. I'm gonna be offering the 3 types of onions we have, red, white, and yellow, in rotation throughout the week. So if you love a certain type of onion, make sure you stock up on it the week that it's available. We have cherry tomatoes for everybody. Some of you are gonna get a mixed pint, some of you are gonna get a pint of all Sun Golds this week. In those mixed pints, we do have these green cherry tomatoes, and these are ripe when green. They're super sweet and yummy. Similar to your heirloom tomatoes, you'll wanna keep these on your counter until you feel like they're fully ripe. If you don't eat them right away when they're ripe, you should stick them in your fridge, but only for a day or 2. They'll be the sweetest and best texture if you don't put them in your fridge. We have more really beautiful corn for everybody this week. This is not the last week of corn, but next week will be. So enjoy your corn. I've been making a soup with corn in it and it's been really delicious. You could also make a soup with tomatoes and corn. This stuff doesn't have a lot of bug damage. You might find a little bit at the top, but we didn't trim it because most of it looked really nice. We have the first apples from the orchard this week. Some of you are gonna get a Zestar variety and others will get the Paula Red variety. These are both gonna be a red apple. You'll see some green ones like this one in your bag. The Zestar variety bruises really easily, so you'll find some apples with a little bit of a soft spot on them. Eat those apples first and then just handle that bag really carefully so they don't continue to bump against each other and bruise. I included a recipe for a really great salad with apples in it this week in the newsletter, and you can just put these in the fridge in the bag that they come in. We have a really nice big bunches of turnips again this week. These are the Hakurei salad turnips. These are going to be great in a salad with some of those apples. They kind of have a similar crunchy texture. I also included a recipe for buttered turnips, which is kind of the best way to eat salad turnips, is cooking them in a bunch of butter. You'll want to store these in your fridge. Remove the tops before you stick them in there, just because the roots are going to fare a lot better in your fridge once you take the tops off. We have melons for everybody this week, and this is going to be the last week of melon. I love to make cantaloupe sorbet if I'm a little tired of eating fresh melon. I included a recipe for this in the newsletter. If you wanted to make some tweaks to the recipe, I also like to add a little lime juice. These are going to store best in your fridge, and if you put them in a crisper drawer away from the rest of your veggies, that'll be even better because these produce ethylene, which make other fruits and veggies break down a little bit quicker. Our Wednesday members are getting Caraflex cabbage. These are these fun pointy cabbages that we had in the early summer. I included a recipe for a cabbage apple salad that's really delicious. These are also great for making coleslaw, one of my favorite things to do with cabbage in the summer. These are going to do best in your fridge in a bag or container. Our Thursday members are supposed to be getting those sweet little snack peppers. However, we did not quite harvest enough for everybody, so some of you will be getting them on Thursday. Others will receive them in a couple of weeks. Hopefully they will ripen up quickly. It's been cool here, so they're not ripening up as quickly as we hope they would. If you don't get them in your box on Thursday, I'll make sure to include them in a future box. That's everything this week. Enjoy your veggies.